Okay, so we are looking at the 2016 paper, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now explain how the concepts of average return, above average return, strategic competitiveness, and competitive advantage are measurements of strategic success for Distill Group Limited. Do this by describing each concept. That's one. Identify two relevant examples per concept from the integrated report. Then critically discussing how these measurements are utilized by Distill. That's a 15-mark question, right?
Hey, I
Okay.
just see now I made a mistake with the one.
Yes, you did.
Ish, I forgot to put in the examples.
Exactly. Let's see on strategic competitiveness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. So strategic competitiveness is accomplished when a firm successfully integrates a value-created strategy. The key to having a complete value-creating strategy is to adopt a holistic approach that includes business strategy, financial strategy, technology strategy, marketing strategy, and investor strategy. Okay. Okay. Now the question requires you to also critically discuss how these measurements are utilized by Distill, right?
Mm, yeah.
Okay. Now, also on
Yeah.
strategic competitiveness, you speak about value creating, a value creating strategy. I would also want
Mm-hmm.
you to perhaps in future look
Mm-hmm.
at the value creation process itself, right?
Value creation.
Meaning that the entity has to have the ability, firstly, to identify the value to its stakeholders, right? The ability
Yeah.
to create value, meaning converting whatever inputs into a value adding product.
Oh, similar to the value chain.
Not the value chain, the value creating
Okay,
process.
wait. Okay, process.
Yes, of course, it's related to value chain, but this is value creating process. It has
Okay.
four aspects, or it has four key components. Firstly, we look at value identification or value definition, defining what value is to the stakeholders. Because here you are talking
Yeah.
about financial strategy, technology strategy, investor strategy, etc. However, in order
Mm.
for us to have a strategy, we must first ensure that we understand what value means to our stakeholders.
Okay.
Starts with the definition of what value is.
Okay.
Then from the definition of value, you go to the creation of value. From the creation of value, you go to the delivery of value. Now, the delivery
Delivery.
of value also, that's where it's aligned to what do you call it? The channels, distribution channels, etc. Right? And lastly,
Yeah.
you at the capturing of value. When you talk of value capturing, now you're talking of the residual profits that remain after you have pleased your stakeholders.
Okay.
Exactly. So I would need you to research more about the value creation process. However, this value creation process has got four aspects. I'm not
Okay.
sure with, because I tried to explain it as well when we look at the business environment or business ecosystem. When you look at the business ecosystem, the first thing that you need to consider is the value or the value
Okay.
creation process. before you even
Okay.
identify the external environment, the internal environment, as well as the macro or the market environment.
Mm.
You have to understand
Okay.
value. First, have to identify the value creation process. So,
Yeah.
what you have written here on strategic competitiveness, which actually has 5 marks, I can give you 4.
Okay.
Yes, I can give you 4 there. Then on above average returns, I can give you 3 only here because, okay, I can give you only 3 here because you
Okay.
end up with figures, but you did not put
Mm.
enough content.
Okay.
So the issue
Content.
is on not putting enough content, because this is a 15-mark question. And as a 15-mark
Mm.
question, I did expect you to perhaps write
Yeah.
give me a full page of these 3
Okay.
concepts.
All right.
Yeah.
I think let me rather redo this one
Is it?
because I think I also lacked a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the trick is on uh, reading the question and understanding the entire question.
Mm.
Because I see you did identify the concepts, right?
Yes.
Uh, but you did not fully explore the
Mm.
3.
Okay.
Then this one comes back. Explain the difference between wealth maximization and profit maximization. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you wrote it's correct, but I just don't like the way you presented it. Because
Okay.
you were supposed to first uh, tell us profit maximization.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Then you also tell
So,
us maximization. You did give us the difference, but you ignored profit maximization and went to examples on wealth maximization.
okay.
Yes. So where are the examples for profit maximization? That's all. Okay.
Yeah. The
Otherwise,
examples. Okay. So that one, I'll just split the two and then because I just defined both of them in or the difference
what you
between
did,
them.
the first paragraph is good, and then you
Mm.
should have went ahead to give us examples for profit maximization and for wealth maximization, but you only gave us
Okay.
examples for both maximization.
For wealth. Yeah.
Okay. The only real opportunities for significant future growth lie in emerging markets in Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Critically discuss this comment by specifying the importance of emerging markets and the challenges associated with them. Okay.
Okay.
I think you should have put more. Everything is correct here,
Yeah.
but 6 marks. What do you think?
Yeah. I think I can add more.
Right. Then 2.1, sorry, just Okay. This comes back again, right? But different questions altogether, right?
Yeah.
Vision statements can be developed in many ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Identify the most likely approaches respectively, followed by a subgroup and Lockheed Martin in the development of their visions. Use theory to motivate your answer, 9 marks. Excuse me. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so you used theory. Okay, lovely. It was not a case-based question.
More theory. Yeah.
Yeah. Use theory, only theory. So you did well there.
Okay.
Okay. Which vision statement shows the most common shortcomings? Motivate your answer by identifying the 3 shortcomings in the specific form based on applicable theory. Okay. Okay. And it's theory based as well. That's
Yeah.
fine. This question, you seem to have done it very well. One of the 2 mission statements clearly illustrates that the applicable firm differentiates itself from competition. Clearly evaluate the mission statements of both firms in terms of product or service, market, technology, market and technology. You did not write that part.
Oh my word.
Happens.
Oh
Right.
no. Okay. Yeah.
So you'll have to write that part. Then
Yeah.
explain the
You have to add.
extensive purpose of the value of a value statement and indicate which way the value statement from subgroup is better than the value statement of Lockheed Martin. Use theory to substantiate your evaluation. Okay. So here, since it's an evaluation, you use both case and theory, right?
Okay.
Yes, you use both case and theory because remember, the question is saying, indicate in which way the value statement from subgroup is better than the value statement of Lockheed Martin. Use theory. So when you talk about theory, then you need to give
Mm.
us examples from the case to evidence what you're saying.
Oh, I see. I see.
Right? So here you used only theory, and since you used
Theory. Yeah.
theory, it therefore means that you will not get the other 2 marks, which are
Okay.
case.
Okay. I'll just add the case there.
Yes, you just need to substantiate your claim, your theory claim from um, the case. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Identification of resources and capabilities is the first step in the resource-based view. It comes back again. Discuss the various categories of resources in a resource-based view. Provide one relevant example of each type of resource from the case. So it's both theory and
case.
case. Right. So again, uh, this is actually well substantiated. Right. You left another the 4th one. Remember you left it that other time.
Oh yeah.
Technological resources, right?
Ecological. Yeah.
or technological
Technological, sorry.
technological resources. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, but it's fine.
Yeah,
You fix
I'll
that.
add that one. Okay.
2.2 on the distinctive capability, how they okay, that's well written. 4 marks,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the Vrine model supplements the resource-based view analysis by focusing on the single resource or capability. Evaluate rooibos as a resource by applying this model. Indicate which degree rooibos contributes to the competitive advantage enjoyed by Audacia. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we are coming back to the concept of value again.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfectly fine. You wrote this one well. And it has theory both and practical. Theory
Okay.
and case. So it's fine. Okay.
Okay.
This comes back again. Do you see that these questions are being repeated? It's just different application.
Just
Cases, but
different applications, yeah.
yes. The specific type and form of corporate strategy, a description of the core elements. Now I want to see here if you do not repeat the same mistake. Okay, you have not. That's lovely. Then this was 9 marks. I think your content is too little for 9 marks, eh?
Okay, so you want me to add more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, your examples are fine, but
Yeah.
you need to first define what
Mhm.
diversification. So you go more into the theory. Your application is,
Mhm.
go more into the theory, so that
Theory.
you can actually show us that you do understand the concepts before you apply these concepts.
Okay.
Because your question again, remember, there's the issue of the verb. So identify and describe McDonald's corporate strategy, right? The specific type and form of corporate strategy, you have identified the specific type and form, but you did not give us a detailed description of the core elements of this strategy.
Oh, okay, okay.
You get the sense? That's
Yeah.
what we need now, that you also give us a detailed description of the core elements of this strategy.
Okay.
Yes. So remember to break down your question. Firstly, understand the verbs that are required for you to actually write your question. After
Okay.
identifying those verbs, right, or after understanding the verbs, understand the breakdown of the question, of which they're giving you the various parts of the question. Now,
Mm.
if they'd said identify and describe without giving you the three points there, you were supposed to even write the very same way that I'm telling you now.
Okay.
that you need to blend your theory and your case application.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what affects your answering here now, that you've answered the first part and the second part.
Mm.
Yes. And the first part and the third part, the second part has not been fully addressed.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
That's
just
what,
add the core elements, like you say.
yes, that's what you need to do now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Cool.
4.2, critically evaluate the business level strategy proposed by McDonald's in terms of the product offering. So now remember, your business level strategy now goes to your generic strategies by Porter, right? So let's see what you wrote. Now, I'm happy that now you understand the difference between your corporate level strategies, among your corporate level strategies, your business level strategies, as well as your functional level strategies.
Mm. You see, on this one here, um, I don't think I went into Porter's generic thing on the business level strategy.
I see you actually did not address the question, right? Because
Mm.
remember, McDonald proposed a specific business level strategy, right? And
Mm.
you did not identify that particular strategy.
Okay.
Yes, you actually are supposed to identify which strategy it is. And this is a
Yeah.
10 mark
Okay.
question. Now, you gave me content that is suitable for about 6 marks,
Okay.
right?
But I
The
didn't.
question,
Yeah. Like you say.
sorry?
I say, like you say, this one here, I was a bit. I didn't even think of Porter's generic model here.
Now, when you talk of the business level strategies, we are talking about Porter's generic strategies. Now, you
Okay.
have cost leadership, you have your
Yeah.
differential strategy, you've got your focus, which can be focus, cost leadership, and focus differentiation. So
Yes.
you're supposed to evaluate that particular business level strategy that is in the case.
Mm.
So again, remember, you blend your theory,
Yeah.
your case. And this is a 10
Okay.
mark question. So at least 3/4 page would have sufficed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'll correct this one also.
All right. Then Porter in 1985 warns us against becoming stuck in the middle as far as generic business level strategies are concerned. Evaluate whether McDonald's has become stuck in the middle or not. Support your evaluation with examples from the case study. So you're supposed to tell us what stuck in the middle is, firstly,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mhm. Okay. You answered, I love the first and second paragraphs, but the last
Mm-hmm.
paragraph does not really give a reason, does not really support your answer. Now you're
Okay.
saying that McDonald has become stuck in the middle, but do their sales decline really substantiate that they've they are now stuck in the middle.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Now, stuck in the middle now needs to go back to your definition that they do not have a generic strategy that they're actually focusing. Are they focusing on price or they're focusing on uniqueness?
Ah,
You get the sense.
okay.
So here,
Yeah.
yes, as much as the sales has declined, but what really is causing the decline in sales? Perhaps the customers do not really understand the definition of what McDonald's is. Is it price based? And remember, it's an
I see.
evaluation type of a question. And since it's an
Yeah,
evaluation
yeah.
question, the question is not guiding you to support the fact that McDonald's is stuck in the middle.
I see
You,
what you mean. Yeah,
exactly. So now
I got
let's
it.
let's let's kind of go back to the case, right?
Mm.
Um, okay. So here
Yeah.
we have, um, remember, this firstly comes from the from 4.2, where you're supposed to firstly identify what their generic strategy is,
Is.
right?
Mm.
Um, so now their McDonald's strategy from the case is actually a cost leadership strategy, right? And
Yeah.
now here we are being told that uh, McDonald's is now facing intense competition, and we've been told of uh, companies like Chipotle, uh, Panera Bread, and Shake, right?
Mm.
And these are focused on quality ingredients, right? So now the argument
Mm.
is, um, should McDonald's, has McDonald's become stuck in the middle, or they are still focused on their strategy
Mm.
from the scenario?
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, another thing I think also is because of um here where they talk about McDonald's, it's because of the company about to become transparent. There's another sentence there where it says that the customers, oh yeah, the concerns of the obesity of food quality.
Yes, which
Would
is
that
the
also
second.
be
Yes,
the second paragraph?
yes, yes.
Would that also be the cause of that?
Is it all? I didn't understand your question.
Um, the second paragraph where it reads a global giant which has languished amid rising concerns about obesity and food quality.
Yes.
Could that also be added towards the the one where we said that Shake and went to public by positioning itself as a burger chain with better quality ingredients? Could that also be a cause of them being stuck in the mud?
Not really. Um, okay. The only reason why they can be stuck in the middle is when they've lost their generic
Competitive
strategy.
advantage. Oh,
A
okay.
generic strategy. So there's nowhere in the case or in the scenario where we see McDonald's trying to differentiate themselves and at the same time trying to work on their costs. They are still focused on their cost leadership strategy.
Oh.
Yes. And even if you look at their pricing, McDonald's is very affordable, right? You see, their products might be almost similar. They're into burgers and so forth, which might somehow compete with food chains like your Rocco Mamas and them. But if you look at the market that they save, McDonald's is still focused on that. So they are not stuck in the middle in any way.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's only when there's a loss of generic strategy, then you will be stuck in the middle.
In the middle, yes.
So they're not actually stuck in the middle then.
No, they're not stuck in the middle. Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You see, such questions at times would tempt you to support what the question is probably implying. But remember, you're always supposed to substantiate your evaluation from what the case says.
Okay.
Yes. So the reason why they have loss of sales is because there are companies which are now focused on quality, meaning they are selling healthier products. But McDonald's has not changed.
Okay.
Right? Because they somehow know that maybe lunchtime people are busy. They do not have the time to go and sit at Rocco Mama's or wherever to waiting for food. People just want to drive through, quickly get a snake, and do their work.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So they're not concerned about differentiating themselves. They're still on their cost leadership strategy. It's cheaper to make their products and it's quick to make their products. So they are not stuck in the middle. Okay. Then question 5. Just try to revisit the few questions that we've identified that need attention.
Okay.
Right. Now, emotional intelligence can be understood in terms of ability to manage oneself as well as other relationships. Discuss 2 competencies associated with managing individuals, right? Provide examples. Okay. Empathy and social skills.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. However, I love the fact that on social skills, you even went to give the example from the case. But on empathy,
I didn't do
did
it.
not.
Didn't I? Oh, okay. Empathy.
Yeah, so that's just a few marks that you might probably lose in the exam, whereas you could have gained those marks. So it could be simply the fact that you had a lot of things on your mind. Now, remember what I did suggest to you when we were working through the assignments, that perhaps you'd need to firstly develop an answer plan.
Mm.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so perhaps if you develop an answer plan in such a way that you go back to your answer plan when you're answering your questions in such a way that you do
Mm.
not leave out any important aspect of answering the question.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would help.
Yeah. I think that would.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
All right. So
Definitely would.
this, sorry?
No, I said definitely it would.
Yeah, eh? Right. Then 5.2, well answered there. Now, however, the question in your answering, you were supposed to identify Fanzil as both transactional and transformational. However, you only
Mm.
identified his transformational leadership skills and
Yeah,
ignored
yeah.
his transactional leadership skills.
Ah, crap.
Yeah. Now the question, the way they asked it, might be confusing. It might seem as if they're asking you
Yeah.
to identify whether Fanzil is transactional or transformational.
Yeah. I think maybe I got confused there.
Exactly. It's easy. The way that they asked it is easy for somebody to think that they want you to identify one side.
Hmm.
Yes. However, there are moments when transactional leadership is shown, you need to highlight
It's
that.
shown, yeah.
Yes. And there are moments where
Okay.
transformational leadership is shown, you need to highlight that. Now, you were one-sided. You
Yeah,
are
I was.
concentrated on the transformational leadership side of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. So you just need to add that part where he was transited.
Transactional.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. As CEO of
Okay.
Sanlam, Dr. Fanzil rewarded staff properly, discussed the following principles associated with a strategically aligned reward system. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So it was just 4 marks.
Do you think I should have added more, or is that
Yeah.
fine?
Yeah. It's now you need to also tell us about the issue. You need to define these terms before you even state anything, because
Oh, okay. Okay.
you are telling us what should be done, but we do not
Yeah.
even know what mediocrity means.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
So
see.
you need to define the concepts and then go into the details.
The
So you went
details.
straight into the details but forgot to define the concepts.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Okay.
Right. Then our last question. Okay. Now this is 4 marks. Now you gave us detail that is enough for 2 marks. So why
Oh.
don't you, yes, why don't you tell us what strategic control is, and then you tell
Okay.
us its purpose.
Ah. Okay. So they also just went into the purpose only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, also this is a 10-mark question. And now as a 10-mark question, you are supposed to start with an introduction, make it an essay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, make it an essay, give us a proper introduction, and then go into the detail like what you did. Though your answers are correct, you will get probably
Yeah.
8 out of 10, but you were supposed to give us more there.
Okay. I'll do that one. I'll just add a little bit more with the introduction and maybe just add a little more like examples or something.
Yes, that would help.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
These questions here, I think 3.4, 6.3, 6.4, and 6.5.
Yes.
I think I just defined it instead of also elaborating on it.
I think you need to revisit 6.3 to 5
Uh,
and put more detail there instead of just
but
defining what you did.
yeah,
Because that
but
those are one mark type of answering. Yes, Clint, sorry.
yeah, I see that also I made a mistake there. But I just want to make sure that like 6.3, it says new normal as a volatile, chaotic environment filled with sudden, unexpected events. Discuss the type of strategic control would apply. Motivate briefly. Yeah, I think, yeah, no. That one is definitely. But now,
So you actually
my
did not
question,
address the question.
yeah, I didn't at all. What I wanted to ask you here, um, the answer that I put for new normal, is that where you have the low environmental stability, or is it?
No. They're saying once you refers to the new normal as a volatile, chaotic environment filled with sudden and unexpected events,
Mm,
right? Which means it's a turbulent environment. So, in other words, what they're
yeah.
asking is what would be the strategic control that you'll apply or employ when the new normal comes with volatility and uncertainty?
Mm,
Exactly.
okay.
That's what they're asking.
I think I misunderstood this one totally.
Oh, I see. I see. But it's fun. You can revisit that. At this
Okay.
stage, I wouldn't want you to do things in a hurry. What is most important is make sure you understand the question and you address that question.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's also a possibility that certain questions might be repeated, not probably not word for word, but the more you
Mm,
practice these questions, the more you'll be comfortable to even answering the questions in the exam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll revisit this one totally because I think I misunderstood this one totally.
Right. Anyway,
Okay.
Clint, so
Yes.
remember to have a record of these solutions
Yes.
in a file or somewhere for your own
Okay. Now I'll
Right.
just revisit the yeah.
So you will
Okay.
decide on the other paper, and then we'll look at it during the course of the week as well.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Thanks, Naftali.
My pleasure. Take care.
Okay. Bye.